I was living in an abusive relationship. I was pregnant, 3 little children. My husband was not just physical abusive, but verbally, financially, and emotionally. And as a mother, I think that was my biggest fear, to take my children away from me. That's not safety. Because a point in time came I almost gave up. When he choked me and did the unspeakable, and I ended up in the hospital, I had nothing. He controlled everything. And that was when the social workers and the police told me about buying Maple Place. I went online, I started looking into it, and I told them that at this point my kids and I are homeless. But we have not eaten for 2 days. And I remember they brought us food. The housing specialist at Vine Maple Place, she came back and she said, "Do you want to move in tonight?" I said, "Really?" And she said, "Yes." I couldn't believe this was real. We went to our apartment. It was a 2-bedroom apartment, kitchen. The beds were made. I couldn't believe this was real. They have all sorts of programs that I personally participated in. They have the counseling, which I needed. They have their educational area, and I got the opportunity to learn the basics of using a computer. Vine Maple Place also provided parenting classes. So I wanted to learn how to be a great parent, not a good parent, a great parent, so I can teach my kids. And that's how they want to see you. And I know that no man would ever lay their hands on me and my children ever again, because they know that I am not alone anymore. Vine Maple Place helped me. They saved my life.
Even when we went to the least expensive motel, in my head, there was no way I was going to have my kids be in a car. My daughter at that time was 4.5. She stopped talking for a while. My son was an honors student, and then once this happened, he just stopped with school. Then I was having to deal with unemployment, and I'd go by people on the street, people that were begging, make eye contact with this person. I'd think, not only do I not have money for you, I might be you very soon. I felt unsafe both physically and emotionally. But when I finally found Vine Maple Place, it was different. You had stories of people who had gone through it. So I filled out the online form, and it was somebody that was telling me how they could help keep me from being homeless. I remember my daughter, she like lit up. And it was the first time I got to feel what life was like without that burden for a while, you know? They helped me like with budgeting. I was able to go to a budgeting class. Then there was the housing. My daughter was able to go and play in the kids area, and also there was a parenting class. My son just graduated, and he went back to his advanced placement classes, where I would be right now if I didn't have my Maple Place. It would be a dark, dark place, and my children would be in a dark, dark place. You saved my life. You saved my life.